so let's get started. This is how the packaging looks that it comes in. This is a color 1B30. Quick side note, please excuse how my wing liner looks. I literally just started learning how to do makeup. Make fun of me all you want, but if you have any tips or know a video that can help me, please link them below. I have literally been struggling. So this is how the part initially looks. It definitely has potential. Will I leave it like this? No, absolutely not. Now, first things first, it's time to now tweeze the unit. Now, the tweezing process, it can be very tedious, but you want to definitely have patience and you don't want to pull too hard because the lace can rip and you really want to prevent that. You want the lace to stay intact, but just take your time and tweeze. You also want to be sure to keep looking at your unit from a distance every once in a while because you do not want to over tweeze this. So after like an hour of tweezing, okay, not an hour, but you get the point. I am finally at a point where I'm comfortable enough with where it looks. You can see the entire complexion of my finger underneath the part, which is perfect. So this unit does come with hooks and straps in there, but if you are one of my ride or die subscribers, you know that I do not use them because my head is naturally big and it will just fit. And here's a quick look at the lace. It's about an inch. Now I will cut the lace in the front of the unit. Okay, so now to fleek my part, I'm using my Kat Von D concealer in a shade medium 24. You want to use a color that's a shade or two lighter than your actual skin color because you do not want it looking too white. Really using a dab of this concealer and putting it on the back of my hand. Now I'm going to take my angle brush, dip it in there, and slowly start filling in the part. So here is a look at the part with just concealer applied. Right now it's a little bit light, but don't worry, I will fix that. Now I'm going to take this finishing powder that's the same exact color of my skin and dab it in the part. You don't need this exact powder, just any powder that's the same exact color as your skin you want to put on top. So here's a look at the part after I've applied the finishing powder on top of it. It literally looks like an actual scalp, which is exactly how you want it to look. So now I'm gonna run my bumpers through the part, and I do this because once you place it on your head, it will just help it lay as flat as possible. Okay, let me put this wig on and get ready to slay for you guys. Okay, so now I'll begin to create the baby hairs. You want to pull the first 3 or 4 rows of hair strands forward and at least an inch on each side of the part. As you can see, I don't have that much hair pulled out forward. Baby hair normally isn't thick and full. It's just a thin layer of hair, so that's all you'll need. And I personally think when I cut the hair, I cut it a tad too short, but it's not that big of a deal because it ends up looking fine. So now I'm about to gel down this baby hair. I'm using a Claire non-flaking gel that I bought from my local beauty supply store. And you'll need a gel that dries hard on synthetic hair because sometimes I find that some gel, they do not mix with synthetic hair. Like it will not make it hard. But now I'll gel down my baby hairs and brush and style them and fleek them. And when these baby hairs are in a place that you're comfortable with, you're going to want to spray them down with some extra holding hairspray. People, Key ingredient, one of the key ingredients. You want to spray that down because it's going to make it extra hard and it won't move. You do not want your baby hairs to be moving out of place.